I said, oh, my nuts all the way out.
Jesus Christ.
Hello, and welcome to the Judgies, a podcast where three dweebs get really judgmental about stories posted on the internet. I'm Josh.
I'm Rick.
And I'm Christian.
And together, we
We
are
the
Judgies.
Wow.
Yeah, you almost got it, guys.
You guys are lame.
We'll get a metronome for next week.
Yeah, right. We have to have perfect timing every single week. It's
One,
like,
yeah, 2, yeah,
right.
1, yeah, 2.
fuck, Christian can't keep beat. Erica, can you keep beat?
No.
So yeah, pretty much we're just gonna read through some stories we found online that people posted, get real judgmental.
We're definitely going to judge you. Or those in your story.
Correct.
And let you guys all know that you're idiots.
Yes.
You're dumb, stupid idiots.
Or that you're sweet little babies and you're totally innocent.
Mm,
We'll see.
mm,
That's not going to happen.
We'll find out.
mm. All right.
Mm.
Mm.
Okay.
All right. Well, I guess I'll get into the first one. It's on Am I the Asshole? Am I the asshole for answering sure when asked if I want lunch? Hello. Nothing too heavy here. My 39 female partner, in quotes, 34 male, asked me, "Can I make you something for lunch?" I answered sure. He went inside. I heard him in the kitchen for maybe 5 minutes. He came out with some lunch for himself. Then it went like this. Me kind of laughing. Are you serious? Him. What the fuck did I do now? Me confused. Didn't you hear me say sure when you asked if I wanted lunch? I waited for you to tell me what you wanted, and when you didn't, I thought, fuck yeah. Me. I don't understand. He got annoyed, said, "There's your lunch, enjoy," pointing to his plate and walked away, calling me a fuckhead. I think he's an asshole. He clearly thinks I'm an asshole. I still don't understand. Whenever I've asked him if he wants breakfast, for instance, if he says yes but doesn't specify what he wants, I'll still make him something. We're having a lovely day. I just don't get it. What's your verdict?
She is 100% the not asshole in this one.
I think it's so fucking funny. Like, what a dumb thing to get into an argument about.
Yeah, what? I don't get how this guy's brain works.
Like,
What?
he didn't ask, "What do you want for lunch?" And then she said, "Sure." And then he just looked at her and was like, "Oh, fuck you, I guess." Just straight up, "Do you want me to make you lunch?" "Sure."
Erica,
Okay.
you better be prepared for this. This is your future from now on. Now that I know this is acceptable in a relationship,
Well, I don't think that's acceptable.
I mean, relationship in quotes. She said her partner.
So they're just fucking.
I don't know. Like,
Well, if they're
quoting-
just fucking, this makes so much more sense. It's way more understandable now. He's just
Yeah.
like, we're done fucking. He's like,
I'm gonna go make myself some lunch. You want some? And she says sure, but doesn't say what she wants. Like, I kind of get it.
he's all like, oh, this is a one night stand. What if she has dietary restrictions? I can't just make her anything.
That's
know?
fair. What, she's allergic to nuts or something? Not
Yeah.
D's nuts, but like nuts in
But, like,
general.
those tree nuts. Not D's nuts, but Treez nuts.
Yeah, yes.
It's just so fucking funny. Like, could you... That's like the ultimate, like, guy move. Of, like, him clearly doing something with poor communication, and then him just being, like, his response just being like, "Alright, fuckhead," like, walking away.
Definitely a bro.
That's kind of, I achieved to be this guy, to be honest.
Right.
Ew, no.
I can't show emotions. I can't care about people. Don't know me, fuckhead. All right, fuckhead.
Mm.
I'm gonna go make food. You want some?
Nah, I already ate. Thanks, though.
So we all agree. We all agree.
He's the asshole.
He's
Yeah.
not the asshole, right?
No, he is the asshole. She is not the asshole.
Yeah, not the asshole.
All right.
But I do truly think it depends on what their situation is.
In what relationship would that be
Yeah,
okay?
there's no situation.
Yeah, you're right.
No, they have like a dom sub situation. She's the dom, and he's just like, please, mistress, can I make you something? But she doesn't specify. He's like, I don't want to get the whip again.
I just love, and like too, like obviously, like every single Reddit relationship post is like, a red flag. Like this one's, I guess, more warranted than others, but it's like, OP, you dropped these, and then just red flag emojis all over.
Hell yeah.
I was just gonna ask if we were gonna read like some comments, see what the internet says.
Yeah, none of these ones were like crazy funny. Oh, apparently someone said, so I had a bit of a look through your profile. I think instead of asking, am I the asshole? I think you should be asking yourself, why am I with this guy? Seriously.
Oh no.
All right, so now we go to
Oof.
this person's profile and see what
I was
else
gonna
they got.
say we need to.
Oh, there's only one other post from 2 months ago. Am I the asshole for wanting my partner to help more with housework? Nothing groundbreaking here. I want my partner, 34 male, to help out more with housework. He works full-time, currently 10 hours a day, always the same hours. I'm casual. Sometimes I'll have 4-hour shifts, sometimes 8-hour shifts, everything in between. I have my 3 children every other week, joint custody. He has his 2 children every second fortnight.
What the fuck? That's once a month.
We
right?
live in my house. He was living here for well over a year. Yeah, every second fortnight.
That's 4 weeks, right?
A fortnight is 2 weeks.
So every second fortnight would be...
Every 4 weeks.
Right.
So once a month he has a kid.
For how long?
That's it. It's one weekend every month.
Or is it is she trying to say every other 2 weeks period?
I think that's might be what it is.
Like on and off 2 weeks.
Has 2 weeks and then off 2 weeks.
She's trying to show off by using Fortnite. So
And this was... Oh, it was 2 months ago. I thought it was 2 years ago.
This was back in 1890 when Fortnite was actually not just a game.
Back before Fortnite was a shoot-'em-up game, all you kiddos. I do the majority of the housework inside and out. I've asked for his help. His argument is he works full-time and doesn't have time to clean, and that since I don't work as much or as hard as he does, I have the opportunity to clean more. I'm not asking him to mop the floor or scrub the toilets, just the basics. Put his rubbish in the bin, empty the bin if he sees it's overflowing, put his dirty dishes in the sink or dishwasher instead of leaving him on the bench, etc. We did have an agreement that if he's not going to help inside, he could take care of the outside. But it's not happening. I'm still the one mowing the lawn, and I'm allergic to cut grass. He makes a mess and is happy to leave it. An example, he put everyone's push bikes on the lawn to hose them off. Sounds like he's cleaning. Christian, point for you.
yeah. Also, she has a grass allergy, so it's not too far of a leap here to assume she has a diet, like an allergy to nuts. She's allergic to nuts, guys. All he likes is nuts. He says, I've worked 10 hours for the last 12 days. I just want some nuts.
An example, he put everyone's push bikes on the lawn to hose them off, and they were still there 2 weeks.
What is a push bike?
I was just gonna ask the same thing.
I assume it's like...
Is it a bike? Is it a scooter?
A pedal bike?
Oh,
Is
it's
it
probably
razor scooter?
It's probably a scooter. I was gonna say it's probably like one of those Red Rider, like the big wheels.
Ah.
But I don't know. It's probably a scooter. You're probably right. Push bike.
All
Jamie,
right,
pull that
let's-
up for me.
Jamie, pull that shit up. That's fucking rad then.
Yeah. They were still there 2 weeks later, still not hosed off when I moved them yesterday to mow the lawn. This sparked an ugly argument because he thought by moving the bikes, I was having a go at him. I just wanted to cut the long grass and didn't want to ask him to do it since he says, all you do is fucking whine.
Yeah, he sounds like the worst person, so...
Thought you wanted to go at it. Are you questioning my masculinity by moving my push bike?
So a push bike is literally just a bike with no pedals. It's used for...
You Fred Flintstone a fucking bike?
Yeah.
You have a do that shit?
I think it's for like little kids to learn how to balance before they move on to like actual pedals.
Why does that need to be washed? How does that get dirty? How do you use that long enough to get it dirty? He only has him once every other fortnight, and he had him in the front yard for 2 weeks. That means half the time they were there, no, the full time they were there, their push bikes were on display. And they couldn't move them because their dad would have thought they were trying to have a go at them. The argument was big and nasty, with him telling me several times that I don't work as much or as hard as he does. I work as much as I can around having my kids. He says he doesn't have time and is too tired after work to do anything. He does go to the shed most nights to build things. This is his hobby and I encourage it. But I'm building
Don't
things.
bother me, babe. I'm going to the shed.
He puts like
Bring my Bud Light.
he puts like the little knock on the little like hanger on the door that says do not enter building things.
No girls allowed.
Big boys only.
This is his hobby and I encourage it, but I've noticed he can do that for an hour or two after work but doesn't have time to clean up after himself. I also clean up after his 2 kids when they're here. I asked him the other night if he could give me a hand changing the bed sheets and putting laundry away as I wasn't feeling well. He said, just let me do a couple things in the shed first. He was out there for 2 hours and didn't bother helping me. I feel like a maid. If it matters, I pay my own way. And this is her house, too. I don't earn as much as he does, obviously, but I pay easily more than half of our bills. I don't expect him to clean as much as I do, but I really, really want some help around here.
I just feel like if you're going to go to the internet to not necessarily complain about your significant other, but you're listing out all of the things that you don't like about them, are you communicating that with that person?
Erica, that is 100% of the posts on this Reddit. On
Oh, is
Reddit.
it? Okay. Well,
It's
I'm just
100%
saying,
like, just fucking talk to him about it. Which I guess this post is saying, like, she did talk to him about it. He's
That's
just
fair.
being an asshole.
He's definitely the asshole. But also, like, don't you think you would just by typing that out and like rereading it, don't you think you kind of get your answer? Like, just reading that myself, I would want to dump that guy.
But you don't
Dick
get
to
fake.
bomb.
Dick to bomb.
3-word answer, simple actually. Dick to bomb. Ever heard of it? Yeah, this guy doesn't clean up after himself and he just builds things in the garage and his kids are here every other fucking fortnight, but also dick to bomb.
Dick to bomb.
Fair point.
I mean, yeah, a lot of Reddit is like, I mean, she's 39, which I guess is kind of old for a Reddit user, but you could type all that out and have that realization, but then if you do that, then you're not posting it, which means you're not getting fake internet points. So
Yeah. That is all that matters in
Right.
this world.
Right. But yeah, that was the first one I found.
All right, here's mine. I'm not going to read the title because it spoils it a little bit, I think. I recognize that this sounds a little ridiculous. The situation is less so. I was very fortunate to be in a position to buy an apartment straight out of college. It was a weird unit on a high floor of a weird building, but I've gutted the whole place, renovated it, and made it really nice. One aspect of my home was created just to fulfill a childhood fantasy, a secret room. It's simple, a flush-mounted bookcase put in the doorway, and it leads to what would otherwise be a windowless, very large closet or a very small room. I made it into a cute secret lair reading nook, but with no windows and never really got used. Ended up being more of a long-term storage. I never told anyone about this because it was a secret room. I kind of figured at one point I'd tell my girlfriend, Emma, but I didn't want to tell her until I had a reason to. Parentheses, I had finished it shortly before meeting her. I figured maybe one day if we had a kid, I could remove the bookcase and bam, we would have plenty of space to put a changing table setup or a craft nook for her. But I largely forgot about it, except when I needed to pull something out from back there, which is very rare. Fast forward to yesterday, Emma, my fiance now, has been living with me at this apartment for 8 months.
Oh my God.
During this time, I've kept the secret room a secret. It's not like I was thinking about it all the time. I only consciously did something sneaky maybe 3 times since she moved in. You know, to get Christmas lights, spare coffee maker, and to put away novelty items she probably thought I threw out. And the reason I was sneaky at those times was because, again, I didn't want to waste the surprise on a Christmas light. We've both been working from home lately, and we aren't really able to leave very often due to the circumstances. COVID-19. And she jokingly announced we need a new room to shake things up from her normal commute. Bedroom to living room, back and forth. So, of course, I excitedly pulled open our built-in bookshelf and showed her our secret room. She flipped out.
Of course.
She's furious at me. She sees me keeping this secret as a major betrayal of her trust,
Of course.
given that this is her home now. She's acting like I cheated on her. I tried to explain I was waiting for a special moment, but she thinks that makes it worse. I have no idea if she's being unreasonable or if I am. Am I the asshole?
I would have told you about it, babe, but it's called a secret room. What's next? You're gonna put a toilet in the bathroom? You're gonna eat in the living room?
How do you walk by it every day and not be like, fuck, I haven't told her about that. That's pretty weird, right? I mean, I'm jealous. First off, I'm jealous. I wish I had the secret room. But I would be showing everybody. Why would nobody... Why would I be like, I can't wait to show somebody. Never.
That's exactly my thoughts. Like, I would be so ecstatic to have a secret room where I just slyly pull this one book off this shelf and all of a sudden here's this whole different room in my house. Absolutely, I'd be showing everyone that. It would no longer be a secret.
What did he say? He was putting away one Christmas light?
Well, he said Christmas lights.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I misread.
But he didn't want to ruin it for Christmas lights. That'd be just holding one bulb like, oh, I can't throw this out, but Emma can't fucking know about that secret room.
She can't fucking know.
Also, bought an apartment?
Like a condo.
Yeah, I think that's like a city thing.
All right. I was like, this motherfucker's doing full renos to an apartment.
Yeah, wait. You can just gut? Maybe it's because I've never lived in, like, owned an apartment. I didn't know you could just fucking gut them.
Yeah, you can't change, like, any of the outside walls. Like, you can't change the structure of the building, like, replace the windows or whatever without management knowing, but
you can have a secret room.
My Sims knowledge coming in handy. This is how it is in the Sims apartment living.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's so fucking funny. It's called a secret room. I would have told her if it was called a conspicuous room, but it's not. Hello, ever heard of the name secret room?
8 months. 8 months of not telling her too.
I'm totally on board with you where it's like, I would bring over my mortal fucking enemy and the first thing be like, want to see my secret room? Like,
I would never show them my second secret room, but I would
Right.
definitely be showing off that first secret room.
Wait, is this just a cover for you to be like, oh my god, Erica, I would never keep a secret room from you?
Wow, Emma. Why do you keep wanting to see this maybe secret room that exists? Emma.
I would be very upset if you had a secret room.
How fucked is that?
I just feel like, okay.
The
implication for sure. Okay, first of all, not even like what are you hiding in there? Like, why is it a secret room? But who are you hiding in there? Are there children that you've kidnapped in this room? And you're just happening to show it to me now because we're all, stuck at home due to COVID-19.
The idea of like wanting to wait for the right moment. Christian took 8 years to fucking propose, 10 years, however fucking long, and then this dude's like waiting for the right moment to pop the secret room.
He should have had the ring waiting in the secret room.
Ew, no.
At least
Bad proposal. No.
Guys, I'm the one here that successfully pulled off a proposal. I know this stuff.
Wow, dude.
It's a really good idea.
I mean,
says the guy that ordered the ring late and didn't get it in time for the proposal, so
I didn't.
Successful or not, I mean, we still got engaged.
Josh, I'm gonna need you to cut this.
COVID-19. That's so fucking funny. 8 months.
Yeah.
I'd be salty. I think he's the asshole.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The dude clearly has...
No, everyone sucks here.
Everyone sucks here. Could you imagine? Like, that's scary. Because 8 months ultimately isn't that long to, like, know somebody. Did it say their ages?
No.
I guess right out of college, so probably young 20, early to mid 20s. That's not.
He's actually lived in this apartment for 40 years.
Yeah, I bought it when I got out of college, but I'm 62. Emma's 7, and
She's been living in the secret room. I don't know how she didn't know it was a secret room.
I don't even know why she's mad. She gets all the candy she wants.
because like 8 months isn't that long to like know somebody, and like especially because they're in the situation of COVID-19 where they're now forced to stay together, like regardless of whether they were living together or not. But she, like, right now she like is in the house with the guy, and then yeah, just to be like, what was even the premise for why he exposed it to her? Oh, she wanted a new.
She needed to change her routine.
Yeah. Could you fucking imagine? Imagine that happening with anything else. Like, honey, like this whole thing with like the coronavirus. Like, I'm just getting so blah. Like, I'm drinking the same drinks every day. Like, I just wish there was like a new drink we could have.
He just pulls out some toilet wine he's making.
Do I have a gift for you? It's been here for 8 months. I've been waiting for the right moment to bring it out.
What is the appropriate amount of time to wait? Because like I get the idea of like it's a secret. It's like a fun little thing. Like it's like a month.
No, it's
Too short.
I don't even know.
He should have showed her as soon as they moved in.
7.5 months is the right length of
I
time.
think the latest, the day where it becomes too late is the second day after she's lived there.
Yes,
Like,
honestly should have been right away.
That's when it's too late. I think once someone's been to your house like 5 times, regardless of how long that takes, by the 5th time is probably where you should be like, if you're starting a relationship, like, check this out. I have this secret room. But yeah, definitely like it should not have been her living there and not knowing there's a secret fucking room. That's insane.
The secret room is actually where COVID-19 started. I didn't want to read it. I didn't want to like.
The title was accidentally started coronavirus in my secret room and my girlfriend's pissed about it. Fiance. Wait, fiance. They've only been dating for 8 months and.
Hey, so, sometimes love is just true, Josh.
What the fuck? All right.
Not everybody takes 10 years to propose.
All right, not the asshole. This guy's cool.
You know what? This seems pretty rad.
Holy shit.
As a friend, I would be pretty upset if I never... Like, what if someone's reading this is like, secret room, am I the asshole? And I was like, oh, I fucking know that Reddit name from anywhere. Brian hasn't shown me his secret fucking room? Are you kidding me?
It is funny that he used a throwaway account too. He didn't divulge any secret information other than the secret room. And like he made a throwaway just so that way his friends wouldn't know about the secret room. Why else would he hide all that information? Oh my god, that's so funny.
It'd just be a not well known about room at that point, Josh, all right?
I can pull up one. I got one that you're gonna love, Erica.
Okay.
This one's built for you. This is on r/relationships. Title: Suspicious items, period.
Do they belong in the secret room?
I found some suspicious items in a secret room that my my partner was using as a shed to build things in. Suspicious items tagged as infidelity. My boyfriend, 22, and I, 23, female, live in separate apartments, but he spends most work nights at mine because of its proximity to his work. Well, I was away traveling for the weekend, and his tone in phone calls and texts was very distant and just friendly enough, in quotes. Well, when I get back on Sunday, he decides to come straight from his work to my apartment to sleep. After dinner, he says he needs to pick up a few things from his place. But after saying that, in that moment, his expression changed to an I just realized look. He said, "Never mind, we can just go later. It's no big deal." I picked up on his expression and insisted we should just go right now and get it over with. Once there, he's doing things in the kitchen and I go to the bathroom. I noticed there are 2 towels used on top of each other on the counter, and there is an unfamiliar toothbrush in the toothbrush holder. I called him over and asked him why there were 2 used towels on the counter and where the toothbrush came from. He said he has lots of toothbrushes, and he said he didn't know why there were 2 towels on the counter. Now, he's a guy's guy, and I haven't known him to use 2 bath towels over the course of just 2 nights, which is what caused my eyebrow to raise. Am I reading into this? Advice would be appreciated.
That's it? There's no, conclusion to that story?
Well, this was only posted 4 hours. This one's actually a newer one. When I saw it, it only had 2 upvotes.
Oh, I don't know what that second towel is. I don't know. Probably because my balls are so big, I need a second towel to dry them. I'm a real man's man.
Somebody asked, the toothbrush excuse. Go check a week or so later. If he has so many, then the mysterious brush should still be there. If it's vanished, then that just makes it suspicious. The OP responded, yes, to answer your question, it was there a week and a half later. He showed me a bunch of toothbrush packs his mom had given him from the dentist, but this toothbrush didn't match any of those ones. I really don't know what to think.
This toothbrush was purple, and I know he hates the color purple. He would never stick that in his mouth.
I mean, I agree. It's a terrible book. The color purple.
Guys,
It's actually,
take a seat. Ladies,
It's actually
listen
a pretty
up.
good book, but sorry. Bad joke, all right?
I completely went over my head. From user ZBotBiddlywop. Nope. He's totally cheating on you.
Oh, he's for sure cheating. I don't trust him.
Well, I wish we had more info. I wish we could have gotten his, I guess we did get his response of, I've got plenty of toothbrushes, and, his mom just gave him a bunch of toothbrushes. The towel thing, he doesn't really give an example for, but it's I love her thinking of, he's a guy's guy. He doesn't use 2 towels. And it's oh, so he's just a stanky ass bitch. Or the dude's caked in mud. There's no way he needed 2 towels. But it's I don't know. It's just so funny to me to be so adamant of he's cheating when it's I can almost guarantee she didn't pick up on a weird tone, or she didn't notice an expression on his face. It was afterwards, after she went to the apartment, and then was he was talking to me weird on the phone. And was sort of planning those things back.
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Totally sounds like a woman if you ask me, right, brothers?
You fuckhead! I just used 2 towels this morning, you fuckhead!
That was yesterday's towel. It fucking stinks, alright? I had to get a new towel. I just didn't put it in the wash yet.
He's definitely cheating.
Sure. It definitely is fishy. But if he was, guys are dumb and bad. But,
he's just being sketch about it. He's being sketch.
But he did have, answers. It's not he was I don't know.
I have very shitty answers to your really...
Yeah, a lie is still an answer.
Really
well, he showed, but
questions.
it's in specifically to the toothbrush. Him showing my mom gave me these toothbrush packages.
But they didn't match.
Okay, but also it was still there a week and a half later. If he would have thought he was getting caught, it would have been thrown away.
Or possibly he's just shit caught me. We'll just keep girl number 2 coming over.
Maybe.
Big brain.
Or guy number 2.
Or, hear me out, it really was his second toothbrush.
Maybe you just get a big old mouth.
He does 2 at once.
I'm just so much more efficient. I brush both sides at the same time.
I've got 2 toothbrushes in my bathroom that are both mid-use. But I don't use one of them. Does that make sense?
No. Why?
I have the Quip toothbrush,
Ugh.
and I stopped using it. So it's it's not completely shot yet, but I stopped using it because I didn't think it was a very good toothbrush. So then I got different toothbrushes, which is the one I use.
And that's how you know it's not an ad for Quip.
This podcast brought
use
to you
our
by
promo
Quip.
code 2 towels for 10% off for your next
Is
Quip
that
order.
the name of our podcast? 2 towels on the floor. 2 used towels. I don't know. Those just seem like such like sometimes I
Obvious
use, huh?
You don't think these are obvious flags?
No, like, I mean, yes, multiple toothbrushes is like, what the fuck? But if he has multiple packages of them from his mom and we don't have enough information.
I agree, we don't have enough information, but my gut feeling is that he's sketch and lying.
Absolutely.
My gut's telling me this dude fucking rocks and is just slanging hog all over the place. And you can write that down.
Slanging hog. Ever heard of Dick Too Good? I mean, and yeah, and like the fact that it happened like on a weekend where she was traveling for work. I don't know. That's like not great. She did reply here. If someone asked if there's any other signs of odd behavior, and she said, "There was one other instance where I was suspicious. I travel fairly frequently for work. I was scheduled to travel from Monday through Thursday. However, my boss made us go home Tuesday morning at 7:30 because of COVID-19. My boyfriend stayed at my place while I was away, again because work proximity. I drove back and got back around 9:30 to 10 a.m. He was super affectionate and kept asking me to go to the bedroom. He was still laying in bed. He hugged me from bed, and then I started walking to the kitchen. He was like, 'Wait, stay with me.' His whiny cutesy behavior felt odd to me, and I had this feeling they didn't want me to go to the kitchen just yet. I told him to wait because I had to go to the kitchen. I saw a used dessert bowl on the coffee table with cake we had bought from the weekend, and another of the same bowl at the sink with the cake. Again, it seemed odd that there were two, given I had only been gone a night, and he hadn't expected me to get home early. I asked him about them, and he did a joking fake cry and said he ate a piece last night and had another again in the morning. Again, borderline suspicious, and I don't know what to make of it. This motherfucker ate 2 pieces of cake, and she thinks he's cheating on her.
A dessert bowl is too small for 2 pieces of cake, and he didn't want to like reuse a dessert bowl because there's already COVID-19 germs on it. So he had to get a second dessert bowl. All right.
I was sort of playing devil's advocate where I was like, maybe he didn't cheat, but like that just seems like now she's being a little paranoid. Like he's now getting in trouble for being too affectionate.
Also, if he's a real man's man, why does he own a dessert bowl?
It's at her apartment.
He's fucking
Yes.
another girl in her apartment.
That's the other thing is like
shady.
he
This
clearly,
dude's rad.
if he is cheating, he clearly has an established place to cheat. Why would he bring the cheatee to her apartment?
For the thrill of it,
Joshua.
Joshua.
This girl is she's connecting dots that don't exist. I think coronavirus is making her go a
Don't you dare say it.
little wild with her assumptions.
Mm-hmm.
What was it?
Crazy.
Crazy.
She said it, folks.
Hey.
Gotcha. You heard it from the horse's mouth. Women are crazy, right, fellas?
Turns out you can make a woman drink water if you make her crazy enough.
Boo.
You can lead a woman to crazy, but you can't make a horse drink water.
Everyone boo these men. Boo.
Yeah, I was sort of like the first stuff with like the two, like obviously it's very sketchy, but just her like now it's in her head that he's being like
Sketchy?
yeah, and well, what's that saying, right? Like if you go looking for something, you're gonna find it. It's the whole thing of like the whole reason why you shouldn't snoop through a partner's phone, where it's like if you try to find something that's incriminating, you're gonna find something, even if it's like realistically not incriminating. Which I actually have another one that's exactly about that. But Ricky, it's your turn.
It's my turn? Alright. Am I the asshole for throwing out someone's dish at a Mother's Day potluck this morning? Each year, my neighborhood hosts a potluck for Mother's Day. It's supposed to be a fun way for moms, grandmothers, families, etc. to celebrate. Several people have a common food allergy, lactose intolerance.
Oh.
So we usually set aside a separate table for dishes that don't have cheese. This year, my new neighbor, Sally, came and put her dish on the cheese-free table. I asked her what her dish was, and it turns out it was something with cheese. I explained that the separate table was what the separate table was for and moved her dish to the main table. Sally wasn't happy I moved her dish, and a few minutes later I noticed it was back on the table for plates without cheese. So I moved it again to the main table. A few minutes later, I saw Sally moving her plate back to the cheeseless table again. At this point, I had enough. I threw her dish in the garbage because I didn't want somebody allergic to cheese to accidentally eat it and get sick. Sally made a scene and really put a damper on the event for many of the neighbors. Some people side with me, especially the lactose intolerant people, who are glad I was looking out for them. Others say I took it too far by throwing the food Sally made in the trash. I was curious about whether I was the asshole in this situation.
Sure, babe. Sure, make me a plate.
Sorry. I said that I did want lunch, and then you brought me a cheese dish?
I got that from the cheese-free table, all right?
Right,
It's Sally's.
but you know that, like, I said I wanted something, and then you got me. I'm lactose intolerant. You're not supposed to get me a cheese dish.
Oh, I'm lactose intolerant. What's going to happen? You're going to poop your pants? What? I mean, is lactose intolerant worse than just shitting your own pants?
I don't think there's, like, anaphylactic...
Jamie, look that shit up.
I don't think there are, like, anaphylactic reactions to dairy stuff. I could be
My
wrong.
tummy hurts.
But I think it is just, like, digestional stuff.
Okay, first of all, would you want to shit your pants at a neighborhood gathering? I don't think so.
Christian has definitely shit
I
his
have to
pants.
assert dominance.
If you shit your pants and act like it doesn't bother you, you
You're only
win.
asserting dominance if you look at Sally right in the face and say, I'm lactose intolerant. I ate your cheese dish. I'm going to shit on you right now.
Here's the thing. What if it's like, well, the cheese-free stuff goes over here, but it's just desserts, and she somehow brought a dessert with cheese in it? And she's like, actually, cheese stuff doesn't go over there. And she's like, I thought this was the dessert table. And it's like, well, no, actually, I know it's all desserts, but it's the cheese-free table. More importantly,
So
than
you're
the
saying
dessert table.
You're saying it's like there's a dessert table which all just happens to be cheese free.
Yes.
And then she brought like Oreo balls that has like cream cheese in it.
Yes.
Interesting.
She's leaving that out on purpose.
Maybe. This happened like 3 times, right? Where the dish got moved.
Mm-hmm.
How did Sally not? Why is it a contention? Why is
That's
it?
my thing. Like, you're new to the neighborhood. Who gives a fuck what table your shit's on?
Assert dominance.
Well, and this is for Thanksgiving.
This
No.
is Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
Oh, when did I hear Thanksgiving?
I think you made that one up.
I thought it was like we have a neighborhood Thanksgiving thing. But
This was during COVID-19.
wait,
folks.
they were having a dinner party
I
during
was honestly concerned about that. They shouldn't have been gathering anyway.
People, I need you to backtrack this user's information and report her to the authorities.
Literally, the top comment is, everyone sucks here for not practicing social distancing and not being responsible. Good for you.
sorry, this is the COVID-19 free table and you're clearly a sick bitch.
Also, like, why didn't the poster, like, OP, why did she not be like, all right, Sally's being an asshole. Can somebody else maybe go ask her one time real quick?
I would also like to read the next top comment. Not everyone is in the U.S. Some countries are already past this. Some countries have less strict rules. Just because we in the U.S. can't get together doesn't mean everyone else hasn't.
I mean, that's fair.
And then, edit, never mind. Saw a later comment, they are in the U.S. and just idiots. They're more worried about lactose allergies than a pandemic. I can't even.
I fucking love Reddit. I love how quickly the same person switched to be like, you fucking idiots. They might not be in the U.S. Edit. You fucking idiots. They were in the U.S. They're just idiots. I love Reddit.
That literally all of the comments are just bitching about how they were together.
That's probably
During
why
the
it's like
pandemic.
I've upvoted so much or something.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Because it's not like that crazy of an am I the asshole? Like
No.
it is fucking. I mean, she's definitely the asshole, right? Like,
For throwing the dish away?
yeah.
That
No.
was a step too far.
No, bullshit. No, she's not the
What?
asshole. Sally's being an asshole.
They both-
Well, I should
suck.
say everybody sucks here. Like Sally's being like,
Petty.
yeah, like there's no.
No lie, I would have thrown it away.
I don't
sure.
I don't understand. Yeah, but you're an asshole.
Yeah.
I don't understand, like,
Fair,
why it
that's
was so important that these things needed. I'm sorry. I understand why it needed to be away from the cheese table, but why it was so important for Sally to, like, have her dish in a specific spot.
That's why I feel like.
Because it was at the dessert table, guys.
We don't know that it was the
already
dessert
explained
table.
this.
You should comment. Actually, they might not be in a normal non-dessert table function. And
Guys, I'm Sally. All right, I know it was at a dessert table.
Yeah, I would say everybody sucks there.
I definitely would have thrown it away. Especially when it was brought to Sally's attention, like, hey, this is specifically for lactose intolerant people. Your dish is not lactose free, therefore your dish goes over here.
Yeah.
Let us have this one thing.
Somebody sucks here. Right? That's one person here's an asshole, and
It's clearly Erica.
she said it herself, folks.
I do like on Reddit, on Am I the Asshole posts, there is stuff where it's like, it'll be like, this guy, like, threw garbage at my car, so I got out and punched him in the face. Am I the asshole? And people will be like, the correct answer is like,
You both suck.
yeah, you're the asshole, but I would have done the same thing. Like, so sometimes Reddit will get, on Am I the Asshole, will get, like, super self-righteous of, like, if you do anything wrong, if somebody does anything wrong in the ether, anything that comes back to them is, like, fair game. So sometimes people will be like, no, you're not the asshole. That dude threw garbage in your car. You should go punch him. And it's like, no, you still shouldn't punch him.
Right.
But yeah, so sometimes Reddit can get up its own ass with that kind of stuff.
What's next, kids?
Now, I want to read this one last one because it's sort of related to what you were saying. Reading through somebody else's text, right? Just found out that my 28 female husband, 33 male, made out with another guy.
Nice.
Together for 7 years and married for 1. I was sitting next to my husband as he was scrolling through a text thread with a mutual friend of ours looking for a specific picture. As he was doing this, I saw a text that read something along the lines of, I heard you made out with Dan the other night. He said it was weird, but he's cool with you. Dan is another mutual friend of ours. I remember this particular night because husband came home extremely drunk, which never happens. This was over 2 years ago and before we were married. I have a pit in my stomach and I don't know what to do. I have to bring this up to him, but I'm scared to learn more. How do I start this conversation? What questions do I need to ask?
Does Dan kiss better than me? Start there. Break the ice with it.
Edit. First edit. After not being able to think about anything else all morning, I finally called my husband and told him what I saw and asked him to point blank what happened. A night of heavy drinking led to a bromance, stupid compliments, and lots of bro hugs, and our friend texted him about it the next day to tease him. He sent me a screenshot of the text so I could see the whole conversation in context. My husband thinks this whole situation is hilarious, and I have to admit I'm laughing about it now too. I feel like an idiot, but I'm glad we were able to talk about it.
Folks, just talk about it.
The title being, just found out my husband made out with another guy. And the text was like, heard you made out with someone, ha 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 ha. And just heard, just like the mind going of like, my husband's gay and I'm married to him. Like, what the fuck? Like,
am I a beard?
like, and then literally, yeah, just like, she asked him about it and he was like, no, it's just a joke.
I think the fact that he didn't have some kind of strong reaction shows that he actually is gay, guys. He's not a man's man.
Well, I did notice 2 years ago when he came home really drunk, he was being really affectionate towards me, and
he used 2 dessert bowls. Who does that?
No comment.
I have no comment.
We need a woman's point of view here.
I mean, my only suggestion would have been that she should talk to him directly about it, and she did, and she got her answer. And if she feels better about it, then whatever.
She also should have asked, does Dan kiss better than me?
Oh, yeah, I would for sure make a joke about it and never let it go.
I mean, yeah, I would kiss Dan to get back at you.
Right. Oh,
That's the only step forward here.
Oh, you think I'm kissing Dan? How about this? How about now? Are we kissing now? Gonna get mad about this kiss?
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
That's sort of like the thing though. Is like, I mean, if something is going on, all the signs are there. Like, obviously, you should never just completely ignore stuff. But when you go looking for, I guess she didn't go looking, but like when she sees that, and then doesn't like talk about it, it's like you can make every connection you want in your head to like put like 2 and 2 and 2 together to finally be like, well, he's gay, he cheated on me with a guy, and then it's like, well, no, just talk to your partner.
Or maybe she should have never brought it up and just went looking harder, and she would have found her answer, and her husband wouldn't have been embarrassed. He went, oh no, I had so much to drink. I didn't mean to make a bromance. You know, I'm a real man's man. I don't express my feelings to other men like this, and I just had one drink too many. I had that old fashioned, and it just got to me, and I just kissed Dan so many times, and he just finally loved me back, and I haven't felt that in so long. And she could have just looked through his text, and she could have just snooped a little harder. Could have seen that he was for some reason favoriting all of Dan's photos on Instagram, but only the ones with him shirtless on the beach. But anyways, she should have just looked harder, I think. She would have found her answer. And I mean, why didn't you go to Reddit? She could have just searched harder.
She would have found her dancer. As in private dancer.
Boo.
Boo. Boo.
Bye.
Josh, I'm going to need you to add in the booing crowd sound effect right now.
All right, so if you want to boo at me, please do so in our email.
Oh my god, boo! Booing at you.
That is judgiespod@gmail.com. JUDGIES pod@gmail.com. Send us in any stories you want us to read, or just let us know how you like the pod. And share it with your friends, family, people who you hate. Anybody, really.
Lovers, enemies. That person at the office that you don't like, but they listen to podcasts, just share it.
Yeah, send us some stories. Let us judge you.
Give us a follow on Twitter at JudgiesPod.
It's the same thing on Instagram. You guys just listen to what Christian said and go to Instagram.
Give us
that
likes.
Was at JudgiesPod.
Please like our posts. We need traction.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Boo. All right, and thanks for listening. Okay.